Sally is a cozy life sim game about community and belonging that takes place aboard a giant flying ship. This game is going to be amazing. Hey friends, if you're new here, my name is Ashley and welcome to Ash's Cozy Corner. The past 2 months, there hasn't really been any new cozy game releases that I've wanted to play. However, that means I have been researching so many fun games to see what I can look forward to, and that's where I found Sally. Sally is a life sim being developed by Lucid Tales, a team of 6 people based in Montreal. Their Kickstarter for this game ended in November 2022, and Sally had gained almost double their $70,000 goal, ending at over 137,000 and over 2,000 backers. Again, just like Puff Pals, I was late on finding this game and didn't get to participate in the Kickstarter. Maybe one day I'll get to participate in a Kickstarter, but that day is not today. Let's talk about what the game is actually about. Embark on the Sally, a flying ship crewed by kids and stewarded by 2 caring grandmas. Develop lasting relationships in this unique community. Craft, cook, farm, build, and explore your way through a cozy Ghibli-inspired world. Find your place among the Sally's found family by discovering who you're meant to be. Sail the skies together to find a faraway land to call home. Each game of Sally has the goal of finding a new permanent home for the crew. To do so, you must find a viable destination and prepare the ship for the final voyage. However, before setting sail one last time, you must make sure that the whole crew has accomplished their dreams and aspirations. These aspirations are personal achievements that require work and specific skills as well. But don't worry, on the Sally, there's plenty of help to be found. Personally, I could never get tired of life sims. I could actually play life sims and only life sims for the rest of my gaming career and be just fine. However, that doesn't mean that I don't like it when devs change it up and try to do something new compared to the last life sim I played, which I think is what Sally is doing. For one thing, you are actually living aboard a frog-shaped ship with a bunch of other kids your age, getting to learn about life. It reminds me of Sweet Life on Deck, a show I watched so much as a kid. Does anyone else remember that show? Anyway, back to Sally. On this ship, you'll get to fly around to a ton of different floating islands, all of which have different ecosystems with different seasons, resources, animals, and inhabitants. In the trailer, it shows a few different islands, and wow, do they look amazing. Especially the snowy island where you're building a snowman with your friend. And every island will be randomly generated, so the islands that you get to explore in your game will be different than the islands that someone else would explore. Just a random fact I'm going to slide in here real fast. The devs have said that the in-game voice language is actually an invented language, kind of like how The Sims has its own language. It's loosely based on Quebec's French syllables, and the goal is to give the voices of the characters tone and intent, while also giving the characters a feel of where the team is from. Just the information that I've said so far makes it stand out as a new life sim, in my opinion. I really can't get over how fun it's going to be living with a small community on the ship and exploring around everywhere. I mean, look at this ship. Not only is the ship already amazing, but you can also use your crafting skills in-game to improve how you see fit. Part of the story of Sally is to repair the ship, but you can also paint it, craft buildings on the ship, add more farm space on the deck, and even more. I think it's so cool that you can farm on top of it too. Yes, I said farming. You'll be able to farm all of the basic crops that you're used to, like onions, carrots, pumpkins, and so many more. You'll be able to use everything you farm to experiment with and cook fun new recipes for everyone who lives on the ship. One really quick, interesting thing I found out about the cooking in this game, a question was asked in the Sally Discord that said, will the graphics for cooking be like in real life? If we bake a cake, will we have to wait for it to bake in the oven and be able to see it rise over time? The answer to this really piqued my interest. While we can't confirm very specific details, this is in our design intent. In that sense, watching your cake rise would fit our design intent. So this specific answer may not excite anyone else at all, but I really think that would be so fun to do in-game, and I can't wait to see how it actually plays out in-game. Oh, and while you're traveling to different islands, you'll be able to gather different resources to bring back to the ship, like mushrooms, flowers, herbs, and even magic gems. I'm actually really curious how we'll use magic gems in Sally, as I haven't found the answer to that yet. To find specific items, floating islands will have to be in the appropriate season, so I'm guessing you won't find many flowers on snowy islands islands, but instead like pine cones or the like. You'll use these items to fulfill quests and for crafting. Animals also play a huge part in gathering resources, as they also drop things depending on the seasons. So just a few examples of this are like deer losing their antlers in the winter, birds dropping their feathers during certain seasons, and hedgehogs shedding their quills. It has been confirmed that we will see different ages of the animals in game, from baby to adult, but the animals that will do that have not been confirmed. Now I'm fangirling about seeing a baby snowy owl or baby moose, so please, if a dev from Sally is watching, make my dream come true. I can't ask for too much though. The ship already has a resident cat. Cat owners unite! After visiting all of these amazing different islands with all of the animals and all of the resources, have no fear, you will be able to travel back to these islands, as they will be marked on your map when you discover them. There is also a magic door on your ship, that you can use to attune to a specific island of your choice. That way you can continue doing the errands you need to continue on that island while the ship is sailing to new places. You better believe I'm going to be setting my magic door portal to the island with the most baby owls, if baby owls exist in this game. I know snowy owls exist, baby owls haven't been confirmed, but I'm hoping that they do exist. Going back to the crewmates, the relationships and community you build with others is one of the core focuses of this game. Listen to this. One of the coolest things about Sally is that every time you start a new game, the crewmates will be different. Each crewmate will have different emotions, interests, likes and dislikes, and even memories. Or, if you want, you can choose from a few preset characters when starting a new game instead of randomizing them. From my understanding, you'll be able to rename the characters aboard your ship and even change their outfits if you like. I feel like this addition to the game will make Sally have a way higher replayability, because sometimes it is easy to get bored of having the same NPCs over and over. Making friends in this game also seems to be more important than in other life sims. Of course, there will be special moments that happen during certain friendship levels like in other games, but more important is that you will be able to have friends with different specialties than yours that will enable you to craft or do something that you wouldn't normally be able to do alone. There are, however, two NPCs that will not be changing no matter how many times you restart your game, and that is Alice and Beatrix, the grandmas of the ship. They couldn't be any different, as Alice has a knowledge of constellations and magic that is unmatched, which she used to dream up Sally, and Beatrix is all about hard work and building things. Alice is who you will be studying the night sky constellations with in the evening, and to me, looks like you'll have a skill tree that you can upgrade while you do that with her. I haven't seen much about Beatrix, but from her description, I'm guessing that she will be the one helping you learn new ways to craft things. I want to add that I love that they put two grandmas in charge of the ship. That is just so cute to me. If you're interested in customization, don't worry, this game seems to have plenty of options for you. On the Kickstarter, it states many customization elements will be put in place so you can truly recognize yourself in your character. They include body type, facial features, skin color, hairstyle, eye color, and pronouns. On top of all of that, you'll also have plenty of clothes and accessories to wear to switch things up, from tops, bottoms, dresses, jewelry, shoes, hats, and glasses. Basically, you'll have every option you need to customize to your heart's desire. The developers have really made a point to talk about how there is no time limit in Sally and that you can do everything at your own pace. A common question I've seen about Sally is if it will be in real time, kind of like Animal Crossing. Sally will be running on its own day and night cycle, so it will not run in real time. For people who like to finish games, good news, there is an end goal for Sally. The goal in Sally is to be able to travel to a faraway island and finally call it home. However, the game never just ends, as you can continue playing as long as you want even after you reach the end goal. In order to reach the end, it takes a lot of work, including crafting, cooking, farming, mining, gathering, finishing quests for others, and finishing the ship's repairs being the most important. So yes, it will have everything you would expect a life sim to have. The timeline for Sally's release is pretty far away still, with the alpha access starting in early 2024 and the early access starting shortly after in Q2 of 2024. They plan to release the full game on Steam and the Nintendo Switch in January 2025. No other consoles have been promised yet other than PC and the Nintendo Switch. For languages, Sally is only going to be available in English and French at this time, but the developers said they hope to add more in the future if at all possible. If you're interested in Sally, I always include the Kickstarter link and the Discord link in the description of these videos. Lucid Tales will be posting bigger updates on their Kickstarter once a month and tinier updates on their Discord every so often, so keep an eye out for those. Personally, I'm so excited to learn more about this game. My favorite thing about Sally so far is that the islands and the crewmates will be generated every single time you play a new game. I think that's going to bring a lot of replayability to this game and so much fun to every new playthrough. With all of this information swimming around in your brain, let me know what you're most excited for in Sally. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a cozy day and God bless.